Today I'm going to show you how to pick locks in Starfield, and I'll give you some tips on how to approach it. But first we need to understand what we're trying to do. Alright, so in the middle of the screen here we have this circle with two rings inside of it. One of it's highlighted, the outer ring, one of it's shaded, the inner ring. Alright, now we have these four digipicks over here, and what we need to do is use these four options in conjunction with each other to fill in all of these gaps in these rings. Okay, once you've plugged in all those gaps with the digipicks, then you penetrate the lock. All right, if we do it incorrectly and we commit them in the incorrect positions, the digipick will be lost. All right, so it's kind of important to figure out what we're trying to do and then figure out the best approach. So what I like to do so far is count the gaps per ring to start with. So you can see on the outside we got 2 on the left, 3 if you count the one up here, 4, 5 gaps on that outer ring on the inside, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the inner ring. So that's actually going to make this quite a bit easier, at least to start with, because you can see here we can eliminate some options as to what's going to actually work. Because we have 5 gaps on the outside, we need to look for combos, and the only way we can get 5 is by using this one right here, right? This one has 2 prongs, all the other ones have 3 prongs, and we need to get, once again, 5 to get through that outer layer. So we can start by understanding that we're going to for sure use this one. Now we can test the options. We can make it work in both of these positions here, because you can see those picks are filling in the gaps. This one is also another possibility here. So whereas right here would not work, right? Because you can see the one on the bottom left, yes, it's filled, but the top pick is actually hitting the solid space, and that will fail. So really we know that we're going to be using this one on the outside, and we know that it's going to be in one of these 3 positions. So now we kind of have to start from there with that understanding. Now the other thing is, look at this one right here. We have 3 prongs that are close to each other. Now there's really only one position, looking at it quickly, that it's going to work. Right here you can see on the inside, the shaded ring, if we line up three picks here, that's going to work there. If we tried it over here, the leftmost one is blocked, or the bottommost one, and so on and so forth. We're never going to be able to get that to line up anywhere but here. So we're kind of looking for things to narrow it down, right? So we're going to say to ourselves, okay, this is the position attacking the inner ring for that one. We've eliminated that as a possibility. We know this one's an outer ring. Now we need to get the other positions filled. So accounting for these top 3 gaps on the inside ring, now we can see the shape of exactly what we're going to need for the other one, and we just need to do a little bit of testing. And looking at it just off the bat, looks like this one right here, and this is actually generated in exactly where we need it to be. All right, so you can see, again, we're looking at the inner ring at this moment, but take a look at those gaps. We got the leftmost one, the bottom left, and the top right one filled, and then we have these 3 right here. So that ring is actually accounted for. It's already solved, and now we just have to go back to figuring out how this one's going to work here. So again, we have 3 possible positions for this one, and we know now that we need to get this second ring, or the second digipick, involved. So we can just kind of turn it until we can see where it actually fits here, and then let's check, does that work here? Nope, that doesn't, because we're both picks would be hitting the top left one in that case. So that's not correct. And let's just try another spot here, another position. Nope, that didn't work, because this bottom one blocked by a solid piece. Let's turn it here. That's another possibility, and that looks like it's going to work, because we're going to say, okay, let's try that, and we're working with this one here. Okay, if we move it like that, now we go back and forth. We got those 2 gaps on the right filled, the bottom left one, and then this one right here, the top, or the topmost left ones filled. So now, and we can just double check, okay, we got that part of the outer ring, that part of the outer ring, good. Inner ring, looks good there, looks good there. Now that we can say to ourselves, yeah, that's good to go, now we can start committing them. Again, we're going to try and breach the outer ring first, so make sure you don't accidentally use an inner ring pick to get there. go through the first two. You can see that ring is knocked out. And now, since we've already lined these up, we can just go ahead and commit them, and boom, we're in the lock. So that's how you do that. It's a little bit complicated, but with a little bit of practice, you will get the hang of it quite quickly, and that should help you out. So if you enjoyed that one, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more Starfield content in the future.